Welcome to Iconic Origins. This is Merisiel's story. Merisiel is Pathfinder's iconic rogue. She's featured across every edition of the game, starred in Dynamite's Pathfinder comics, appeared in audio dramas and short fictions, and remains one of the most recognizable faces of the franchise. Quick-witted and quicker-handed, and always looking for the next thrill, Merisiel brings sharp steel and sharper charm to every adventure. Merisiel's earliest memories aren't the warm kind, because she doesn't truly remember her beginnings at all. Like many of Galarian's elves who fled their homelands during the Earthfall, her family line was fractured by millennia of upheaval. She was born on the Storval Rise in Merisiel, but her childhood was marked by constant movement. Her elven guardians died early, leaving her in the care of humans who came and went, treating her more like an oddity than a child in need of a home. By the time she realized how differently she aged compared to the people around her, she was already alone, drifting from town to town, never staying in one place long enough for anyone to notice she didn't quite fit. Life on the streets hardened Merisiel quickly. She learned how to steal because she had to, how to fight because she had no choice, and how to rely on no one but herself. Her agility and instinct for danger set her apart from the other street toughs she occasionally worked with. If a lock could be picked, a trap disarmed, or a guard distracted, Meri was the one to do it. She became a ghost in Merisiel's alleys and rooftops, slipping through shadows with the lightness of a dancer and the skill of a master thief. Over time, Merisiel joined a traveling troupe of performers whose stage acts conveniently doubled as a cover for their heists. While she excelled in the thrill of a well-executed job, she chafed under the controlling leadership of the troupe's ringleader. Their ultimate clash finally came during a botched burglary in Magnamar, where the ringleader tried to abandon her to authorities to save his own skin. Merisiel not only escaped, she turned the tables on him, exposing the troupe's operations and walking out with a lion's share of their stolen fortune. That night cemented one of her guiding principles. She'd never again let anyone dictate her life. Despite her flinty independence, Merisiel's heart was never as cold as she pretended. Over the years, she found herself drawn to those who lived freely, those who walked their own path regardless of what the world had expected of them. And among all those wanderers, none mattered more than Kyra, the iconic cleric of Sarenrae. The two first met during a desperate fight in the deserts near Qadira, standing shoulder to shoulder as raiders closed in. Merisiel admired Kyra's unwavering courage, and Kyra saw through Meri's sarcastic exterior to the restless soul beneath. Their partnership grew into something deeper, an anchor in a life otherwise defined by drifting. Where Kyra offered steadiness and warmth, Merisiel brought daring and unpredictability. Together they became an inseparable duo, their bond strengthening with every shared danger and narrow escape. Merisiel's adventures span continents. She's plundered forgotten tombs in Osirian, cracked noble vaults in Absalom, and infiltrated cult hideouts that should have killed her twice over. She throws herself into each job with reckless enthusiasm, savoring the adrenaline, the challenge, and the freedom it brings. Yet beneath the swagger, she carries the quiet ache of someone who has outlived countless friends and lovers, an elf among shorter-lived companions, always bracing for the next goodbye. Thus, even Meri's love for Kyra is colored by this lifetime. She knows that someday in the future she will outlive her lover, and as always have to walk the world alone again. Yet she does not dwell on this truth. Today Merisiel remains a whirlwind of motion and mischief across the inner sea. She's equal parts hero and scoundrel, loyal yet impossible to pin down. Whether slipping past deadly traps, outwitting crime lords, or landing in trouble entirely of her own making, she meets danger with a grin and knives at the ready. Merisiel is the embodiment of the rogue spirit, untamed, unpredictable, and always searching for the next horizon. Welcome to Iconic Origins. This is Kyra's story. Kyra is Pathfinder's iconic cleric. She's appeared in art across every edition of the game, she's been featured prominently in the Dynamite comic series, and she plays a central role in Pathfinder audio dramas, web fiction, and more. Faithful, fierce, and unshakably compassionate, Kyra is one of the most recognizable holy warriors in the Pathfinder cast. Kyra was born in the sun-baked nation of Qadira, in the city of Sedek. Her upbringing was steeped in the warmth and teachings of Sarenrae, the Dawnflower, the goddess of redemption, honesty, and righteous wrath. Both her parents were local priests, and the Temple of the Eternal Sun served her as both home and playground. From the day she learned to walk, Kyra was surrounded by candles, prayer songs, and the scent of burning frankincense. She saw firsthand how her faith could bring comfort to the downtrodden and hope to the suffering, and she never once doubted she would follow the same path. But Sedek was a city of contrasts, bright river markets by day and a dangerous underbelly by night. As Kyra entered her teens, that darkness reached her own family. A ruthless bandit ring set fire to her family's shrine as retribution for her parents' efforts to rehabilitate some former criminals. Kyra raced home through smoke-filled streets to find the temple ablaze. Despite her screams and frantic efforts, she was unable to save her parents from the inferno. That night shattered her childhood and left embers of grief burning deep within her. But from those ashes came resolve. If Sarenrae teaches both mercy and righteous fury, Kyra vowed she would embody both. She joined the priesthood formally soon after, but Kyra was no cloistered scholar. She trained as a swordswoman, learning to wield the scimitar, the sacred weapon of the Dawnflower. Her instructors noted that while she fought with precision, her true strength was the fire in her heart. She dedicated herself to healing the wounded, uplifting the powerless, and confronting the wicked head-on. Over time, Kyra discovered she had a rare gift for channeling divine fire, calling forth Sarenrae's cleansing flame in both battle and ritual. Her fellow clerics would say that she carried a piece of the dawn with her wherever she went. Eventually, Kyra would leave her homeland to travel the wider world. Her faith demanded action, not passivity, and she believed that every corner of Golarion could hold someone needing light in the darkness. Her journeys took her across the inner sea, tending to plague victims in Katapesh, overthrowing tyrannical slavers in Osirian, and even mediating disputes between feuding tribes in the rugged lands of Rahadum, despite its famous ban on religion. Through all of it, Kyra's blend of warmth, humor, and unwavering conviction won friends wherever she wandered. One of the most important friendships of her life began during a skirmish in the Borderlands, where she crossed paths with Merisiel, the iconic rogue. The two fought back-to-back against desert raiders, and something clicked between them, a trust forged in adrenaline and sunlit steel. Their bond deepened over many shared adventures, some dangerous, some humorous, all of them meaningful. In time, they became partners in every sense of the word, their contrasting personalities balancing each other. Kyra, the steady flame, Merisiel, the quicksilver spark. Together, they carved their way through tombs, cult hideouts, and crime dens, always emerging stronger for having each other's back. Kyra's travels have also tested her deepest beliefs. She has faced zealots who twist Sarenrae's teachings into cruelty, and hardened foes who mercy cannot save. But whether offering redemption or delivering judgment, Kyra acts from the same guiding principle. Everyone deserves a chance to step back into the light, yet no one has the right to drag others into darkness. Today, Kyra continues her mission across Golarion. In bustling cities or desolate wastes, her presence brings the warmth and hope like the break of dawn. Her scimitar burns with the fire of her goddess, her healing hands lift the wounded to their feet, and her voice carries the comfort of morning after a long night. Kyra is the Dawnflower's champion, walking the world as a reminder that even shattered lives can blaze brightly once again.